music is perfect for Twitch. Let's go. Between the clowns running it and the clowns on the platform. Let's go. No, the whole stream is not a joke, but it's perfect. I didn't even plan this. I swear to God, I didn't plan this music. My computer automatically played this. This is how great it is. 571 of Alex's songs I have. And of 571 of them, it played this. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I wish this stream was a joke. This is like the brand new branding of Bucko coming. Let's go. We're going to be telling you how beautiful Twitch is and how horrible Twitch is and all these other nasty platforms and great platforms and all that fun stuff. I am in rare form tonight. This song just like totally made it wonderful. All right, let me find the screen things here. Hold on. Ha ha ha! Hopefully this works. I don't know if the chat thing works anymore. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been on this screen in 3 months. So we're gonna find out. Somebody needs to chat to see if it actually pops up there. That would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If it actually worked. I don't know if it works. It's been so long. All right, let's get the music down. Holy cow. Can't even hear me probably. All right, no, I'll chat. How about that? Hello! Let's see if it pops up. If it doesn't, then... Ah, it popped up! Oh, gosh darn, something worked. Let's go! Let me put this in chat. If y'all are here, and I don't know, I don't think... Okay, kill the music. Cut the music! 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 All right, we're done with that. Holy cow, we're back. All right, so tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about Twitch. So the new branding is coming. No audio for real? Come on, bro. My mic is showing it's working. Oh my gosh. Children. I'm telling you, I had double echo when I first started because for some reason this screen was on and this screen was on. So that was a good time to do that. That was a good time to do that, you rotten little... Anyways. So, here you go. Here's an exclusive for you people that have just arrived now, which is probably just a blind carp. Check this out. Brand new YouTube channel is coming, and this is going to be the start of everything. Bam! Hit that button. Oh, wait. Wrong screen. Bam! Hit that button. So we're going to do our best to try to get up to 100 subs. That way I can actually change the name of the YouTube channel to what it's supposed to be. But that is going to be the YouTube channel that's moving forward. That'll be all about content creating. So as you know, I am going to really start focusing on content creating, which means not just streaming and not just putting out stuff. We're going to do a vast amount of stuff. At-You Productions. At-You Productions? Is that where it went to? It wasn't supposed to go there. Hold on. It might not have worked. Let me put that there. Okay, hold on. It's supposed to be this one. Oh! Hey, look at that. Hold on. Oh, wait, it did work. Hold on. This is the channel then. My bad. I didn't realize I had that. There we go. That's the channel. That's the channel that we're going to start. So you need to go over there and follow that channel. And if you're on Yahoo, or YouTube, just stay there because that helps that too. It's not a link. What? Hold on. That's it. It's working. You just gotta copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. It'll work. Did it work? It should work. It just worked for me. I just clicked on it. It's not a link in your chat? That's weird because it's a link in mine. Goofy thing. That's goofy. Well, here's the thing. At least we get the there you go. See, you're gonna be my 4th sub. Just remember that. You're number 4. I don't know who number 3 is. That's the weird one. I got 3 on there. And this is the first time that I've ever opened that up. So that is there. And the other thing that I'm working on, and this is going to start technically, I hope to do this by this weekend, but we are also going to open up Ko-fi. So my job for September is to get you guys off of subbing me, unless you got your Prime or unless you want to do it. It doesn't matter. I mean, deep down, if you want to keep subbing on Twitch, that's fine. But I am going to be promoting more of Patreon. So, since you're first here too, you get to see that. Which I forgot the link. So we are going to go to Ko-fi. And you're gonna probably be seeing some stuff coming in through Ko-fi. You're gonna be seeing probably some reminders to the chat and all that. But if you go to Ko-fi, they wouldn't let me do 4 tiers for some strange reason, so I got stuck with 3. But if you go to Ko-fi, and there it is, and there will be yes, there will be exclusive stuff that you will only be able to see on Ko-fi. So that's the good thing. And it starts at just $1. And the second tier, that's the wooden pickaxe tier. The second tier is $3.99, and that's the one that I hope that everybody goes for. Go for the $3.99 one, and I will explain that in my very next stream. Why I would prefer you to go to Ko-fi and do $3.99. I will explain that to you in my next stream. That's like a cliffhanger. And then, of course, you got the larger one. I think it's $7.99. That's in that one you can get everything, and it'll tell you what each tier you get. So for the $1 one, you just pretty much get access to Discord. You can chat and all that stuff, which most of you already have anyways. But it gets you like into a different category of the Discord, so that you can chat around, and if you guys want to like talk among themselves about that. And then it goes more down the road that we will do exclusive content. That's the next level. And then finally, if you want like a bunch of us to get together and like chit chat about your stuff, we talk about it. Access to Discord is closed now, or you have a sub only chat. Yes, there will be an exclusive channel, which I've already have in my Discord. It's already there, but it's not open yet. I haven't opened it yet, so that might take like a minute or two, like probably like a month. And if anybody wants to help, hint 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 hint, if anybody wants to help, you're more than happy to help, because I'm not 100% sure about Discord. I'm starting to learn it now. Eventually I want it to, so that when people enter, it's like going to be roles and stuff like that. I'm thinking about turning off the family friendly stuff for now, and like just make that like just for now, just like so it's not, nobody could see it. But eventually that's where I want to go too. So there's like a couple of avenues here that I'm trying to go down, but the first one is really just to talk about content creating in general. There's going to be a lot of talk about Twitch, because Twitch has a lot of news. I mean, they produce a lot of like today they just dropped something that I just saw in my chat. Something about starting today will auto-generate portrait versions of each of your clip during clip creation, and that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. But yeah, so as you know, let's see, a lonely avenue. Oh, come on now, it won't be lonely. There'll be a lot of well, hopefully it's not lonely. That's like depressing. My gosh, I was on such a high and then you turn around and depress me. That's okay. It takes a lot to depress me. I'm just glad this chat on the screen worked. Let's go. Let's like there's a song called That Sorry. Well, Chicago had it's hard to say you're sorry. Chicago had one. So anyway, so I'm thinking Wednesday night is going to be my dominant streaming night for, I thought you didn't like the chat on the screen. I really don't. But there was a couple of people that asked about it. And I'm still I'm still working on overlays and stuff like that. But I think the stuff on the bottom, that gold and black stuff that's like right there, I think I need to do something about that. Like change it or something. Do a little bit of tinkering with it and all that fun stuff. But yeah, well, but supposedly I don't get it, but the mobile app is one of the reasons why you do that, but I don't know. But the other reason why I have that on there is because I can see chat now, because I am literally looking at chat like right in front of me. It's like right there, so I could actually see it, so that helps. But eventually this is going to all go away. So here's how the streams are going to go. So Saturday morning is probably just going to be like a normal Minecraft stream and all that, or gaming streams or something like that. And again, all this is subject to change because I'm still trying to get my feet under this. Wednesday night is going to be talking about Twitch news. And I know today's Thursday, but I had something to do last night, so I couldn't do this. But well, okay, I went home and I got home and fell asleep for like 4 hours last night. That's the truth. So anyways, but most of that, the Twitch news and all that stuff, is going to be on Wednesday. So we're going to talk about, or not Twitch, but in general, like YouTube, but a lot of it's going to be Twitch at first. I ain't gonna lie, the first 2 months is probably going to be talking about Twitch, and then I'm still debating on the second night where we're going to talk more about the can, you know, the consistency, the ability, and the networking. We're going to be talking about that, and that's going to be its own thing. So there's going to be two separate things here. We're going to be talking about Twitch news, and then we're going to be talking about the can aspect of it. So the consistency, what you need to do, the ability to do it, and the networking part of it. So that's going to be on a different night. I can read on mobile normally. Really? See, so can I. That was the thing about it, because like when you put like this, and then the chat's like down there, I mean, I don't know. It seemed kind of odd, but I don't know. It's like double chat. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, if y'all don't like it, we can get rid of it. There's no whelms. It's just that, all right, we're trying to like take up space too, I guess, a little bit. But we can figure out something else over there. Or maybe we could put the news, like the next screen that I have, we could put that on this side of the screen. But we'll see. But anyway, so that's gonna be the process of this. I'm still trying to figure out the second night. I really don't want to do back-to-back nights, which would be Tuesday, Wednesday. But Wednesday is the best night for me. And I'm thinking Sunday night would be the other night. And just because Sunday night would be a good, because going into Monday, it's a really, really light day from work. So I can probably get out maybe a half hour early, leave like a half hour early on Monday, and then focus on turning the content that we stream into short videos and shorts. So eventually we're gonna like just process all of this. So I'm gonna be talking about growing with a person that has literally now 4 subscribers on his YouTube channel. So we're gonna go through everything that I have learned over the last 5 years, plus input from all of you guys, of course, and we're gonna try to grow this channel. Well, I'm gonna try to grow this channel and see how quickly we can get to monetization. There's no goals here. I'm not going to try to, oh, I want to be monetized in 3 months, even though you really should set goals, right? But I'm still kind of in the development part of this, so I don't want to like kill myself, but there will be a goal of being monetized on YouTube. There is absolutely no doubt about it. And whatever I have to do, I'm gonna do my best to do that. And I think over the course of time and watching other people do it and watching a couple of videos and then listening to like real people, not like the, well, you know, those shock videos that you see, oh, you could make like $1,000 in 2 minutes or something like that. You're like the millionaire that went broke to restart and prove he can make all the money again. Spoiler alert, he didn't. Well, hey, y'all don't have, he didn't have my determination. So how did a person, so what did he do to become a millionaire, lose it all, and then couldn't get it back again? Did he have like some crazy idea, like he invented the toilet seat and then blew all of his money and then tried to invent a heated toilet seat and it just didn't work? I don't, hey, I'm just saying. But anyways, but yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. So tonight we're going to be talking about Twitch news. And we're going to be blending like more of the past. So what happened is Dan Clancy sent a letter out to everybody. You should have got it if you're on Twitch. Back in March. And there was some points that he was trying to hit for 2024. So we're going to talk about some of those points going all the way down and see how far along they've gone. And you can tell what their focus is and so forth down the line. He still had it, but tried to live off minimum wage for a year and work his way up the ladder, so to speak. Interesting. Interesting. Was that like a reality TV show? It sounds like a reality TV show. And how could he not get his millions back again? So he started working at McDonald's. Probably started eating that and then his body just went. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. All right. Well, anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an ad so that we can get that out of the way because ads are just brutal. First of all, I got to get to video. Oh, now I know why I had double echo. I'm on the wrong screen. That's actually kind of funny. All right, so what I need to do on my Stream Deck is get my Stream Deck set up, which I don't have it set up. However, I need to do that. But there is the YouTube channel that I'm streaming currently. So unless you're like watching like other people on Twitch or something like that, you can click on that and watch me over there and it's like the same, just to let you know. It actually helps me out if you guys go that route, then watch it over here. But that's fine. Download Go Money, Monopoly Money. Where did that come from? I downloaded that just to see what would happen. And so now, if you actually go to that thing, I didn't do that. I didn't do that as part of this. And I mean, that's going to go away. That's going to go away. But I just clicked on it just to see what is going. To be honest with you, I did not think that was going to come on. But hey, if you go to the app and download the app, I think I get like 5 cents. And if you like play like the first round, I think I get a dime. And then maybe another dime after that, just to let you know. That's kind of funny that popped up. That's going to probably pop up all throughout the stream. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to turn it off yet, but we'll turn it off by the end of the stream. So if you haven't joined the Discord, there's that. You can go on and hit the Discord. And of course, you know, BGT, baby. BGT. If you want to learn the fastest way with the 0 hacks and all that from like, but you got to play in 1.17 or lower. You can like dominate right there if you do that, just to let you know. All right, let me get this ad out of the way so that we can like talk for about an hour before another ad comes. So let me click on that. Again, Blind Carp, thanks for being here. We'll be right back. Oh, hey, this is probably going to be, you're probably not going to see the ad, are you? See, now I can do exclusive chat through here. See that? We could talk about, I don't know. What are we going to talk about? We got like 50 seconds. We can talk about how the Guardians suck. Talk about that. We can talk about how football sucks. That should like tick off a couple of people. We can. Oh, here's an exclusive. It's going to be Jimmy Buffett weekend starting tomorrow. I cannot stream the YouTube starting tomorrow for the whole weekend because we're going to be playing Jimmy Buffett songs all weekend long, baby. All weekend long, we're going to be playing Jimmy Buffett. If you pop onto my stream, there might be a Jimmy Buffett concert just playing on the stream without me even being there. I'm more of a baseball and hockey guy. There you go. That's perfect. Baseball's so much better. Hockey's like one step below, but still, football's like in the trash. Football sucks. But we're not going to tell that because we're going to tell everybody now that everybody is back right now. The ad should be over. We're back. We were just talking about football and how wonderful it is. All right, let's get to the subject of hand. Hold on, let me get some things set up on my screen. We're gonna move you over to here. We're gonna move the chat box to right there. And now let's switch screens. All right, hopefully you all can see that. Looks pretty good on that screen over there. And again, I got to change my overlay. I'm going to make some adjustments to that. But anyway, so here, as we begin our chit chat, and let's talk a little bit about what Mr. Dan Clancy sent to us. So it started all the way back to last September at TwitchCon. So he pretty much gave a state of the address at TwitchCon. And one of the things that he told us is that he was going to open it up where you can stream on multiple platforms and you can make content on Twitch and move it around and all that fun stuff. That was the number one big thing that he came up with. There was a couple of sidebars over there, but the big thing that Dan Clancy is really, really high into is collaboration. He believes that the true way to grow on Twitch is through collaborating with other people. Now, personally, I believe that that is true to a point. It all depends on how you're collaborating and what you're collaborating, in my opinion. So I have watched people stream now for almost 8 years on this platform and streaming on it myself for 5 inconsistently. Hopefully that will change starting tonight. But his big thing is collaboration, and you're gonna see like when he goes through this letter what he's talking about as far as collaboration goes. Minor Bomb's in the house. What's up? So as we talk a little bit about his intro to his letter, it's just pretty much how things are going and they continue to invest in Twitch and blah blah blah. 2003, they made many improvements to existing products. One of the things that they did was a clip editor. They added stories, and they readjusted, what is it, Stream Together. I don't even know what it was called in the past, and they've readjusted that. So one of the things that he talked about too at TwitchCon, as we said, was sharing content on social media. So he's opened it up now where you can stream the multiple. You don't have to wait 24 hours before you can stream somewhere else, or 48 hours. You can make a clip of your Twitch clip and send it to somewhere else and all that fun stuff. I haven't looked at the stories at all. The front page to mobile is very annoying. That is automatically goes to the stories. That's funny that you talk about that. That's another subject that's going to be probably in the next couple of weeks here. but anyways, yeah, it's very, the mobile app is a disaster. But again, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later on. If someone had a schedule, I would have known he was live and would have checked every hour. If someone had a schedule, I would have known that he was live and would have to check every other, etc. Are you talking about me? Was that what is that a crack? I do have a schedule. Wednesday night is going to be a stream night, and Sunday night. Those two are going to be my 2 stream nights. And then Saturday, probably morning, will be a gaming night. That is the goal. That is what we're adapting to. Last night I fell asleep. Come on, subscribe, hit the ball. Yeah, hit that bell. Pound that That's no. Oh yeah, you're supposed to, and that's what I've opened up too. So I have made my official content creating YouTube channel. It is now semi-official. I've shared it at the beginning. I'll share it a little later. It's not. This isn't like my grand opening. My grand opening is gonna probably be Sunday night. Look at the Ko-fi stream bot. That's the other thing that we're going to be talking about. That's going to be the stuff that we talk about Sunday night. I was hanging with my daughter. It'd probably be better off. Probably more fun. All right, so like I told you, Dan Clancy's big thing is about collaboration, right? Making collaborations easier and more rewarding. He believes that collaboration is the key to growing on Twitch. Collaboration is when you have your community and then you share it with another community, and together you form content, and the goal is that the two communities merge together. That's his big thing. That's what he thinks is like the key to success on Twitch. I'm not 100% on that, but I do believe collaboration, because it's part of networking, is very, very important. But I don't think it's the end game. So as he said, this year we're I cannot read. Y'all can read that word. Prioritizing ways to help you grow and stay connected with your community. So the first thing that he talked about was sharing your content with social media. We just talked about. Second one is collaboration. Stream together. It's so funny because if you actually if you hit stream together and try to look up people that are streaming together, if you find more than 20 that's actually doing it, that's probably a lot. Nobody uses it. And I can tell you right now, for me, it's tough because it's not, it doesn't suit my computer well. So it's not optimized very well. I think they really need to work on that part of it. But also you can do that through other means. You don't have to go through stream together to do it. You can actually set up OBS. And for me, it would be easier to set up OBS and do that. So anyways, but that's his big thing. And look at it. When he starts talking about improving this year, right here, improving this year, what's the first two things? Social media and collaborations. That's his top two things. That's what he talked about at TwitchCon over and over again. He's big in his collaborations. So that's why you're seeing a lot of stuff thrown that way. You're seeing a lot of stuff trying to entice people to collaborate with each other. And look at what the third one is: improving the Twitch mobile experience. That's something that he feels needs to be done, and it does, because the old Twitch mobile app was okay, but there is a lot of people barking about what they did to this like 3 weeks ago. I mean, it is like wow, there's a lot of people barking. Mobile viewing is an important way for viewers to stay connected with streamers and communities that they care about. We're redesigning the mobile app, the first major change since 2019. So you got to keep that in mind. The app has been the same for almost 5 years. So when you're used to something for that long, which is amazing when you talk about social media and you talk about how something could be, 5 years. I mean, it's kind of incredible. Look what YouTube has done in 5 years. I mean, they have changed their whole complexion of their platform in 5 years. And in the meantime, what has Twitch done in 5 years? Nothing with the app. So they want to bring it to become more modern. Immersive viewing experience by making the discovery feed available to all Twitch users as the new landing experience in the app. And remember, he wrote this in March. Okay, he wrote all of this in March, so this is what he was hoping that would be going through. As part of the investment in mobile, we'll be adding a new feature called Stories, which they did. They did that when we were at TwitchCon. It was like but they wanted to like make it more, instead of just photos, to make it actually short videos. And that came out, what, like 3 weeks ago? a month ago now. As part of our investment, we'll be adding the stories on Twitch to make it easier to share quick updates with your community beyond the stream. We're adding the ability to create and upload short video stories and rolling out updates you've been asking for, including pinch to zoom for photos and making portrait clips available to share in stories. So that's a big thing that they've put a lot of money into and a lot of investment in these stories. And I really like the thought of it, because what you can do is you can set yourself up for a stream. So like on Tuesday night, I can like make a short little story and say, hey, tomorrow night we're going to be talking about blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like, you know, when you're watching back in the day, when you're watching like your favorite television shows on either ABC, NBC, CBS, and then during the course of the shows, like during the commercials, the news would pop up, the 11 o'clock news. Hey, stay tuned. We got some updates on the shooting that happened in Euclid this morning, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what stories could be used at. So I would suggest, if you're going to use stories, use it for a like an advertisement for your stream that's be coming up. So Minor Mom's streaming on Friday night, tomorrow night. She can like make a quick little short. Hey guys, tomorrow night we'll be on blah 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 world, and we will be fighting the dragon, or something like that. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 6 p.m. or something like that. Make it like an advertising, right? And then after, like the next day, then you can maybe promote your whatever you just did. Say, hey, last night we had a really good stream. We ended up fighting the dragon. Man, I died 18 times, but that's okay. I mean, we all were able to get that egg, and I got wings now. So why don't you go head to YouTube and watch the highlights of what happened. It'll be available probably by tomorrow or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Use the stories as like a quick little 30-minute like advertisement break, you know, like that 11 o'clock news. That's the first thing that I thought of when I saw it. It's like, wow, you could like the 11 o'clock news would always do ads throughout the commercials of the 8 through 11 television shows. So if you're watching, I don't know, Family Matters, usually in the commercial, like the last commercial would be like a 30-minute station break. So use something like that. All right, finally, we now have many of our mod tools that have been available to desktop only, a real limitation to keeping community safety. Our mod tools should be flexible and easy through the mobile. I'll be honest with you, I've never really modded through mobile because, I don't know, I don't usually have my phone by me. Or if somebody's streaming and I can't be there, and if I'm on the phone, I'll be honest with you, the last thing I'm thinking about is modding. So maybe that would be something that I can, like, I don't know, think about. But I think modding through the phone is super hard to begin with. I mean, you gotta, I mean, even to watch the chat, and then now you gotta hit, like, you gotta press on their name, and then you got to make sure that you're doing the right thing, and I don't know. But I guess it is easier now than what it was before, but still it's kind of tough. Later this year, we plan to roll out a mobile mod view on iOS to make it easier for mod from wherever you are. I don't think that's out yet. So that's something that I don't think that they put out yet. And if they have, it's not working because there's really nothing there to help with the modding. It's the same thing. You just got to click on the person, then it pops up, and then you can click ban, or you can do whatever. I mean, it's decent. It's decent, but still, I mean, it could probably use a little bit of help. But anyways, helping you make more money. Wow, is this a topic? Is this a topic? This is a topic of its own. I've already have there's going to be a talk about this one. So over the past year, we've made a number of changes to help you make more money. We launched and recently expanded the Plus program, formerly known as the Partner Plus. This is something that he again talked about at TwitchCon. They ended up adjusting it by Christmas, but this is something that they talked about. This will give qualifying streamers higher revenue shares, which help triple the number of streamers earning premium revenue shares. Now, I guess if that's what he says. We also made the ad incentive program more flexible and easier to manage. That was a big thing. So if you recall back when they were really pushing the ads, I mean, it was like ads were like a pain in the butt. And now, like towards the end of last year, the beginning of this year, they kind of like changed it where you can set up your own ads. That's the only thing that I wish they would do, is that you would have the ability within 1 hour to place wherever your ads you want them to be. So for example, like if I'm going to do this format stream like this, I would probably talk for, like I did today, I talk for the first 20-25 minutes, get people in, warming them up and all that, and then do a quick ad. And before the ad, you know, I tell them, hey, keep in mind that I have Ko-fi, and if you want to support me, I would prefer that you support me there. It's as cheap as $1. All you got to do is do $1. And if you want a tip, you can go out and do it there. Donations are all there and stuff like that. So you prepare the ad for something that'll help you to let your audience know, hey, you know, I'm here to grow, you know. So it's a good idea. So I would place just a minute ad, because that's all I have to do. I would place the minute ad there. Now I could go almost an hour and a half without playing another ad. I'm not going to make a whole lot of revenue off of this, obviously, but at least now when I'm in this part of the stream, I now can look over and I'm 42 minutes into the session, which now means I'm 20 minutes in from another ad. So that leaves me 40 minutes probably away from have to do another ad. So that's the thing that I wish they would let us do, is adjust the ad to wherever we want the ad to be. If we want, I mean, and I get the roll-ons. I understand that they're a pain in the butt when you go into somebody's channel and you got that minute roll-on. I get it, because Twitch has got to make money. I mean, they got to make money. And if you don't know, and again, they have put a lot into September this year. They have got sponsors now, and for the first time, and I don't know if y'all know this, so in the past, when the sub was $4.99, we'll make it even $5. When it was $5, you would get $2.50 and Twitch would get $2.50, right? We're not going to talk about taxes. We're not going to talk about that. But in general, $2.50. Well, when September came and there was a 20% cut, that means that your revenue went down 20%, and their revenue went down 20%. So there was a drift. So you didn't make as much money on a sub that you did in September as you would do in August. You actually made more money in a sub in August than you did in September. But because of the fact that people are subbing more to you, so if you only had 10 subs in August and now you have 100 subs in September, Twitch is thinking that because you got more subs, that's how you got the increase in money. So even though they took more from you, you actually gained more money because you got more subs. This year is different. If you're not familiar with September, I will be talking about that probably this weekend too. But as far as September goes, it's going to be, you're going to get your full $3. So as you know, the subs went up to $5.99. So you're going to get your full $3, not counting taxes, which we will talk about. But you will get your full $3, and then Twitch will take the reduction, because this year's Twitch has got sponsors for September. So they are using the sponsors' money to make back their revenue and then keep your revenue. So that's what's going on as far as September, just in money wise. Now there's a lot other details going down. There's like 20% discounts, 30% discounts, 25% discounts, depending on how many subs you buy. We'll talk about all that later, but keep in mind, September actually started today too. I don't know if y'all know that. They wanted to have it for 5 weekends. So this September did officially start today. So be that as it may. Alrighty. So as I said that, fueling more creator sponsorships. That's what Twitch is really going for. When we go to TwitchCon, there'll probably be a sponsor of, it'll be Lake Erie Water sponsoring everybody that walked into the door. That's probably, there was a lot of sponsorships last year. It's gonna be double this year. I'm telling you, it's gonna be double. They're gonna have a sponsor for the bathroom door. They're gonna have a sponsor for the toilet. This toilet was brought to you by Streamlabs or something. You know, there's gonna be a ton of that, because that's where Twitch is going, because Twitch has got to make money, man. Twitch has got to make money. So there's going to be a lot of sponsorships, and you can already see right here. In 2023, we built channel skins, sponsored discount subs. That's how they were able to do the Christmas, all those Christmas stuff. Host read ads and more. So like your little, when the screen is bouncing up and down and they put an ad there and push it down and all that fun stuff. So in 2024, our focus is on expanding the number of brands we are working with and bringing new sponsorship opportunities to more streamers. That is more what we're talking about as far as September, when the subs are 20% less. The streamer doesn't lose the 20%. The streamer keeps his money, and Twitch is taking that full grunt because they know that they have the sponsorship behind them to back it. New incentives to encourage support. In 2024, we create new milestones and rewards that your community can unlock by cheering, gifting, and subscribing. We're planning improvements to Hype Train, including updating rewards regularly and trying new types of interactions with bits to involve cheering. You can also expect some new alert features. Lastly, we'll build success of September at the end of the year, bonus round expanding and Twitch and all that fun stuff. So this is the best part here. This is the reason why I would rather you go over to YouTube and talk and listen to this than here on Twitch, because it's fun that when you subscribe here and you pay more money to get the little emotes and all of that. But to be honest with you, I got 17 free ones now. So if I really wanted to do emotes, how many emotes can a channel possibly have? Do I need 100 of them? So my personal feeling is that the emotes, and going back to TwitchCon, one of the things that he was talking about was more emotes, that we're going to get more emotes. And it was funny because the crowd's like, ah, but deep down, improving the Hype Train, I don't think that's happened yet. I don't see anything different with Hype Train. And new rewards. So I guess they're talking about the those little drop downs that you have. So if I go over here, so my gaming Prime, I thought this was all because I had Prime, but who knows. So you got the Lego of the Lord of the Rings. I can get a custom skin. Middle Age Earth, Bloodlines. There's a new game with Prime, new game with Arcade Paradise, and so forth and so forth. I mean, all that stuff, maybe it interests other people. To me, I don't know. I can live without that. But here was a big one. So it's kind of funny. So they talked about all this positive stuff, especially this one here, because like I said, Dan Clancy is like, this is his big thing, is this collaboration thing. So now, as we go to increasing pricing. So as you know, Twitch increased prices of subs. They increased them starting with a certain amount of countries at the beginning, and eventually everybody got the price in July 11th. How about that? I wonder why I remember that date. But anyways, then mobile went up. So the subs went up from $4.99 to $5.99. Mobile went up from $5.99 to $7.99. Now don't freak out because mobile is higher than web, because that's not Twitch's fault. And I know a lot of people scream and yell, that's not Twitch's fault. That's the phone people's fault. That's the Android's fault. That's the Apple people fault. Because I know this firsthand. If you buy something off of your phone through something else, it's an immediately $1.53 or something. It's crazy how much the phone people take a part of those profits. So you can't blame Twitch for raising the price. It's always been $1 more. It's like when you go to a grocery store and you play with a credit card. The credit card company might charge 1% and max out at like $5 or $4 per transaction. So for example, if you buy $1 Slurpee, and the Slurpee costs them 80 cents because of the cup and everything like that, they make 20 cent profit. But if you play with a credit card, the credit card company might take a dime of that. And I know it sounds kind of like it's like pennies on the dollar and all that, but if you got 1 million transactions and it's 10 cents per transaction, that's now $10,000 you're losing. So, and that could be like, and you're talking a day. So $10,000 you're losing a day is how many employees? So don't get all hyper with Twitch on that, because that's not necessarily their fault. But the $5.99, $4.99 to $5.99. I mean, they haven't raised prices in 8 years, they said. So I understand that. But it's also advantage to us that have Patreon channels, or for us that have Ko-fi sites, that we can actually offer you pretty much the same stuff that you're getting on Twitch on a different platform, cheaper. And I really believe, and this is what the whole gist of this comes down to, and why I'm doing what I'm doing, is that I really feel that eventually that's the move. Because if you ever think about the people that are up there, that made it, the ones that made it, and they're good to go, what are they doing? Are they staying on Twitch, or are they creating their own stuff, their own channels, their own websites, their own streaming stuff? So why do you have to be a top-notch person to take advantage of making more money somewhere else? That is like the whole reason why I'm doing this. Because I really feel that Twitch is just a step. It's a good step. It's a positive step forward. But it's just a step. It's not the whole marathon. To get to the end of the race, you got to take multiple steps. Twitch is a good first step. It's a really good first step. YouTube is probably a really good second step. And if you use the other platforms, those can be really good steps, and that can get you to the finish line. It always tripped me out is why everybody says that only the rich can do certain things. Well, the only reason why the rich can do certain things is because they do them, and the rich and the poor don't. It's plain and simple. I talked about the group that started off as just seven dudes and dudettes playing Dungeons and Dragons on stream on Twitch 10 years ago, and they blew up to the point where they're making their own content. They're going to stadiums or they're going to arenas and performing in front of tens of thousands of people because they outgrew the platform. They outgrew Twitch. They didn't need Twitch anymore, so they left. When you talk about these streamers that had all these contracts that Twitch just let them go, why did they let them go? Because it wasn't profitable for them. Because ultimately, that's why Twitch is here. They've never made, I think maybe 1 year they might have made a penny. But since then, they haven't made any money, and they have to figure out how to become profitable, because that's why businesses are around, to make money. Did I tell you how much I dislike the Twitch mobile page? It's terrible. It really is. It's terrible. It is terrible. All right, next, keeping your community safe. And now the next ones are all just pretty much hooked up with the trolls. So you have your safety concerns, and they do a pretty good job. The shield mode is fantastic. It is fantastic. So if you're a mod and you haven't used shield mode, I use it like when I know there's going to be trouble. I'll pop on it just because that way you can just pinpoint on somebody. So if mine or mom's streaming and you get like the troll beast comes in and it says first time chatter, the first thing that I do is click right on his profile. I click on his profile and I see how many followers he has. If this person has 2 followers, he's now on the watch list. So then what I do, I go into mod mode and I click on his name, and on the right hand side of the screen it'll pop up. So if you click on, I think I can do this here. I guess my thing can't go into mod mode. Oh well. But this one can for sure. So if you click on it, the little knife, you click on that knife and it flips you right into mod view. And then it'll open up that right hand side where, well, for me, I have it set up for the community. But if I click on the blind carp, that community now gives me all the information on blind carp and how long he's been here, what's going on with him, if he's a troll or not. And then immediately, if he does something stupid, there's timeout, there's report, there's ban. I could just sit there and wait for him to say something stupid. And if he says something stupid, bam, he's gone. So that's pretty good. Their modding system is top notch. YouTube's modding system needs a lot of help. And what's really bad about that is that there are probably, for every 1 troll on Twitch, there's probably 20 on YouTube. And it's just because you got the younger, you got the youngins on there, and the youngins are just doing whatever the youngins do. But anyways, exactly. I would time you out, but I don't want to time you out. Let me see if you've ever been timed out. It usually tells you. No, you have never been timed. Oh, you've been timed out 8 times. I'm sorry. You've been timed out 8 times. I'm sorry. That's bad boy being timed out 8 times. Wow. Probably with the caps. I bet it was caps that got you. I think that's why I made your mod, because you kept doing caps. I think it was back when your robot killed all cat. Yes. Yeah. I didn't like all those emotes. Those emotes were so distracting. All right, puppy, you need to get down. Puppy just started coming. As soon as I started streaming, she ran over here. Anyways, so yeah, their modding system is pretty good. And we'll continue to work on combative harassment on Twitch. That was a big thing they kept talking about, because last year at this time, harassment was like the #1 thing that they were like, everybody was concerned about, was like all the trolls and all this stuff. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal this year, because I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard like a whole lot of people like, that's funny, a whole lot of people moaning about the harassments in this, but who knows. We regularly get questions about suspensions, how long a suspension is applied after a particular community guideline. That's all about the nonsense. I think they've pretty much taken care of that. But to wrap this up, there's a lot to be excited about for 2024. Focused on products, tools, and so forth, and blah, blah, blah. Thank you for choosing to go live on Twitch, enriching our community and creative. And Mr. Dan Clancy, thank you very much. So this is the big thing about what they were planning on their State of the Union address in March, about what they wanted to grow here on Twitch, and making the move, making the adjustments that they have to make on Twitch. So let me switch back. Maybe. Could be. Possibly. There, look, we're back. So let me switch this over so I could like see what the heck's going on again. Yeah, visit the Ko-fi page. But anyways, but yeah, so that's pretty much what Dan had to talk about back in March. And just looking forward to today and just seeing some of the things. I mean, just looking at my Twitch page right now. So when you log in, here's the thing that gets me is that, so here we go. So we log into Twitch, and then still the number one thing that bothers me, and it hasn't been as bad as it used to be, is when you get all the garbage on this front page. So it hasn't been horrible. I mean, the cussing on this, I get it. I mean, I'm not complaining about that too much. That's just gonna happen. But at least it's not like plain vulgar stuff, so that's fine. But here's the thing that's brand new as of like a week ago. Look over here. These knock things. I'm telling you, this guy is humongous with collaborations. Absolutely humongous with these collaborations. Now again, my computer doesn't like it, so I would hate to have to turn it off, but I'm probably going to have to turn it off. But this is huge. This is their big thing. They're pushing this streaming together like there's no tomorrow. Let me see if there's streaming. Is it a category? Oh. And here's the other one, the music and DJs. That's like a topic of its own. If you guys aren't familiar with what Twitch is in the process of doing too, as far as music goes, it is going to be a crackdown like no tomorrow on use of music on Twitch. You can freaking guarantee it that come this time next year, there is going to be a monster crackdown on it, because what Twitch is doing is buying the rights to certain music. So by the rights of buying those rights to music, they're allowing what they call, quote, DJs. They have their own category now. They're allowing them to play the copyrighted music on their channel, but they're taking money away from them to do it. So if you sub to them, or if you give them bits, Twitch is taking a portion of that starting next year at this time. Right now they're not. It's 100% Twitch, is because they're trying to grow the category and get people back. So right now Twitch is absorbing all of that. But come Christmas time and the first of the year, that's going to start to change. And more and more and more is going to go back to the DJs, where they're going to pull more money out. And then by this time next year, it's going to be full effect. So what that tells you is the fact that if they're going to force people on this platform, a specific group of people on this platform, to pay for the right to have that music, they will be hell-bent if they allow me to play the same music on my channel and not have to pay a penny. I'm telling you, that is it is going to be World War 10 when that happens. I will stand by that all the way until next year. I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge topic at TwitchCon next year about the DJs and how they're taking the money from them, and how I can play the same music and all I do is get my music muted out. I'm telling you, It's going to be huge. So I keep telling everybody, watch your copyrighted music. Watch it. Because if you do happen to get monetized, where you're making a pretty good money on Twitch, don't allow Twitch to go through all of your VODs. And they can go through those VODs even though they disappeared 14 days. Don't let them go through those VODs and check and see if you're playing copyrighted music, because they will get you, and they're going to take the money or they're going to kick you. It's going to be one of the, it'll probably be both. They'll probably take the money then kick you. So just be very, 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 very careful with the copyrighted music. Be very, very careful. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, I mean, this is the big thing. This knock knock thing here, that's what Dan Clancy has been looking for. So in essence, his vision, and this was back in TwitchCon, his vision was for when somebody gets rated, and it's a great idea. It's a great idea. Will it work? It's a great idea, though. What it needs to do is that people need to institute it and bring up like a script is what I call it. So for example, when somebody comes in and raids, the first thing that people go, oh, welcome to my channel, raiders. How was your stream? If you need to raid and run, make sure you go do that. Make sure you take care of your health and all that fun stuff. Well, that's what the streamers are going to have to do when they do the knock knock. They're gonna have to come up with something. But it's a great theory, because think about it. So Dan Clancy's theory is that when you knock on the door and you get invited in and you're about to raid them, you get to talk to them. So say, for example, that I'm streaming and Minor Mom comes into the stream. All right. So instead of me giving her the spiel, which makes her happy because everybody says the same thing. Oh, Minor Mom, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate that. What did you get into today? What did you do today? Oh, you played Minecraft today. Oh, what happened in Minecraft today? But instead of doing that, you would have the actual streamer come into chat. So my whole theory about somebody being raided now is the fact that you should stop the stream and acknowledge the person that just raided you. Now, if it's like, if you got like, you're streaming like 30, 40 people like Minor Mom had 30, 40 people in her stream and some dude raids with one. I mean, come on, bro. You're not going to give the attention to somebody unless you know the person. I mean, unless you know the person, but you're really not going to do that, because that's kind of shady for the person. That I believe is kind of shady that he's raiding with just one person. Now watch, Blind Carp's gonna raid with one person. It's like almost guaranteed if he's still in chat. But anyways, but what it does, so if Minor Mom has like 30 people in her chat or whatever, and then she gets raided by say 10 people, she can then stop her stream and then say, hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to my community. I'm so glad you brought your community over. What did you get into? What did you do today? And then you have like a conversation back and forth. Oh, that is great. How did you find me, by the way? Oh, yeah, we're in Turtle Gang together. Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw you yesterday morning, and blah, 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 blah. So you just like, you have a conversation. And then you always, my thing that I don't know who said it, but I always thought it was great by saying, thank you for bringing your community over to me and trusting me with your people. Because technically that's what they are. They're not your people, they're the Raiders people. And I don't know who did that and who, I don't know where I caught that from. But that is awesome when somebody does that. Thank you for bringing your community over and trusting me with your community. That is like the ultimate compliment, I feel, to the person that rated you. It's like, oh, well, I just rated you because somebody said it and hit the button or something like that. But what it does, it invites the rest of their community. So the raider, of course, he got his invite because you chatted with 5 minutes, but it also invites the rest of the community to hang out. And it's all about first impression, right? You got like, what, 3 minutes to impress somebody, and if you don't, they're gone. It used to be 5, but it's not no more. It's 3. You got 3 minutes. So You talk to the person for like a couple minutes, and then you engage their audience and pull them and keep them. And that's what you try to do. You try to keep the audience. That way, maybe you gain one person. Maybe when the Blind Carp streams from 8 to 10 and I'm streaming from 9 to 11, when that person's done streaming from 8 to 10, and even though he doesn't raid me the next time, I have that person on follow, and it's like, you know what, he was pretty cool the last time I was in. Let me spend my last hour in his chat. And then the next thing you know, that's how you build it. So when he's talking about collaboration, that's, I believe, the biggest collaboration you can get is just stopping what you're doing. And one more thing before I go, because it's about the 120 mark, and that ad's gonna pop up. So the other thing that now I just totally lost train of thought. I totally lost train of thought. See, that's what I get for paying attention to the time. Let me see. I was talking about it'll pop up. So anyway, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about tonight. And if I remember what I meant to say, I'll see what I'll. But you know, when you have diabetes type 3, that's going to be setting in. I didn't even know that was a thing until I read it the other day. I'm like, holy cow, that's like me. I'm like diabetes type 3. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move forward. So what I'm going to do now after this stream, if I have time. It's already 10:30 and I gotta get up early. But what I'm gonna do is take this stream and break it apart, and I'm gonna make a video out of it, and hopefully the race car driver behind me is done race car driving. What is that? I think the race car driver's done. It is so hot in this room. It is so hot in this room. I was wondering what that sound was. Yeah, it's race car driver. Probably motorcycle guy on the highway next door. I still can't believe I can't remember. I lost train of thought. So anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this video. I'm going to take this, come on. Sit. Sit. Stay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this video apart. I'm going to push it over to YouTube. It'll be parts of videos, shorts, and all that fun stuff. We'll see how many we can get out of it. And then I want to be back Sunday night. And then Sunday night, we'll talk a little bit about, I think I'm going to talk about the Twitch program and the partner program and all that fun stuff. So if there's any questions... Yeah, that sound was awful. If you have any questions about all of the stuff, feel free. And if you don't want to ask here, go to Discord. You can ask in YouTube. And then I want to also work on like my Stream Deck. I gotta readjust my Stream Deck so I have all my buttons like handy to me. Like right now, the only one that I have is my my YouTube from the old the Diachu production one, but of course Discord, and then I need the Ko-fi one. So eventually that's what I'm going to talk about Sunday. So it's going to tie in the partner program with why I'm doing Ko-fi and my logic on that. So that's all going to be on Sunday night. So any comments, questions, concerns? If not, we're going to adjourn this. I'll be back streaming Saturday morning, most likely. Probably going to the end and trying to get some wings. And then Sunday night we'll be back. Oh, and all weekend long is going to be Jimmy Buffett weekend, by the way. So my channel might be running with Jimmy Buffett tunes. So don't freak out if I'm not around. there might be concerts being played. It's Jimmy Buffett, man. It's Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend's now officially Jimmy Buffett weekend. So we will be doing that as we dedicate 1 year he's been gone. September 1st, 2023, he passed away. That's still... Oh. For the first time, I watched one of his concerts 3 weeks ago. I watched him, and then I watched a concert that was in Hollywood. And now I kind of wish that I went to that. That would have been kind of cool. But for $700 a ticket, Nope. It wasn't worth that much. All right, we're out of here. I'm not going to rate anybody because I want to go to bed. I got to go get something to eat too. I haven't eaten. But yeah, just keep that in mind. If you have any questions, feel free to go to Discord and all that fun stuff. And we are out of here. Maybe. Could be. Possibly. Maybe. If I hit the right button.